Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix? Let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud. I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up the whole Metric community. Come on, man. Smash the like button, my peoples. Let's get these likes scrolling. Do you understand? You know, we got news, takeover news. We got Rob Dawson's come out today. He's saying a thing or two, talking about Amrin, his position, and etc. So we're going to get into all of it. Make sure you lot are all smashing the likes, my peoples. Come on, man. Let's get it. You understand? I'm going to share my screen as we do, and we'll get into it. We'll start off with Rob Dawson. This geezer's come out, and he's obviously talking about the takeover situation, etc., and all of this stuff. Remember, we got the new stadium as well. There's loads going on in the background, peoples. Trust me. But let me get into it. So this is what Rob Dawson. We'll start off with all the Amrin quotes and whatnot, and then we'll gradually get into it so we can see what's going on. Yeah. So hold on. Let me get into it now. Bam. Where is it? There we go. Bam. Sir Jim Ratcliffe. This is what he's doing. This is what he's saying. And hold on. What's that? Why is it not showing my screen? There we go. Oh, I'll put it back on myself. I got a whole new setup now. It's all going mad, so it looks a bit crazy. You get me? Don't watch nothing. But here we go. So we've got Rob Dawson, and he's basically saying the 3 years thing, I think, is Sir Jim just saying whatever he wants. Yeah? Obviously, a manager can't last for 3 years if they're not winning back-to-back games. So I said this yesterday. I said, bro, the 3 year thing is Sir Jim just saying whatever. Like, he's just saying, yeah, we'll give him up to 3 years. But he's never going to give him up to 3 years. No manager gets 3 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go like that, bro. It doesn't matter what manager you are. You're never going to get 3 years. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You really got to go out there and do what you need to do to go and get 3 years. Do you understand? So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But and he said, I think the point that Sir Jim was trying to make was right now they are supportive of him to try to give him a few reasons for that. So he was just backing him. That's what he was doing. I'm just backing Ruben Amorim. He's the manager of Man United. I'm backing him at this moment. And that's what the situation was. He's just backing him. He said 3 years. We all know 3 years ain't going to happen. If we sit there and lose 2-3 games in a row, Amorim's head's going to be on Mars. Sir Jim's head's going to be on Mars. It's going to go bananas. Everyone's going to be sitting there talking. It's crazy. So he knows that. Amorim's came out himself and said it himself. He said, listen, results-based business. You understand? Amorim has told us this. It's a results-based business. So let's not fool ourselves, man. We know what's going on here. If he doesn't act up, he'll get sacked. So that's the first thing that Rob Dawson said about it. I said there's a few reasons for that. I'll get into the next one. Keep these comments coming, my people. Make sure you lot are smashing the like button. You understand? And then it says, what did he say? He says this now. He said, on whether Amorim is happy with the support from the hierarchy, I think so. He knows better than anyone that he's under pressure. He's kind of hinted at it in the press conferences a little bit, where he said things like, Sir Jim thinks this is the start of a new season. Whatever happened last season, we've put behind us. So, bro, they come into him and they're saying, yeah, this is the start of a new season, etc. But, bro, if you keep losing, not even losing, because it's not even like we're losing every game, etc. Because even when we win, people will still sit there and say we lost another game. But what it is if we can't even win a back-to-back game, we can't carry on because we're going to stay in the same position we're in. That's what they're basically trying to say. If we carry on just going and we can't win a back-to-back game, we're going to stay in the same position that we're in now and we're not going to get nowhere. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what he's basically trying to say. Yeah, bro, you got to remember, Amorim already sat there and said, I will walk. No pay. So he already knows. And that was when it was last season. He was talking about I will leave and all of that, no pay. So there's no one that needs to turn around and tell Amorim if he's going to leave or not. He says everyone will know that Ruben Amorim, when he got approached to take the job in November, didn't want to take it. He wanted to take it at the end of the season. Now, you can't push a guy into a burning building and blame it for getting burned. Everyone knew that was going to happen. Ruben Amorim said, I'm not going to be able to turn this around. It's going to take a summer to work out where I'm going to with this. So the fact that they took him out of his job in November, it was never going to happen straight away, basically, is what he's trying to let us know and say. Like, so unless you're going to give me some time to basically turn this thing around. And obviously they've seen the results this season and the way that the performance and the XGs and that, it's a bit different. It's not magnificent, because obviously it's the points that matter at the end of the day. But the XG and everything else they're doing, they've seen it, and it does look a little bit different where we're performing a bit better. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. This is what they're saying. So this is Amorim's told them more or less, isn't it? That's what he's trying to say. Then he goes on to say on whether Amorim still looks as confident in himself as when he first joined. I think so. It's only natural. His confidence is going to be knocked a little. I think he's quite emotional. I mean, he said that himself. He doesn't give team talks to players after games because he feels too emotional. Now he can decide not to talk to his players, but he can't decide not to come and talk to the media. He has to come out and talk to the media. So that's what he's basically trying to say, like, because Amorim, every game, he doesn't want to talk to them after because it's fresh. When something's fresh, you're emotional, you're excited, you're happy, etc. Or you're angry. So either way, you're going to go there emotional. That's a girl thing, isn't it? You can't act off your emotions. So he leaves them for the night and then he comes back the next day and then he reasons with them. So that's what he's basically trying to say about that situation. Yeah, man. I just think it's kind of good. These quotes are coming out. They're kind of supporting him, if anything. They're not saying anything too mad on him. If anything, it's kind of supporting him. Mitch, my guy, big up yourself, fans, man. I hope you're good, bro. I hope the news is true and they come in before the January window because they all want to impress and go all out. Oh, you're talking about the Qataris or the UAE, whoever that is. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I hope it. Everybody hopes. Every Man United fan hopes that news is true about these Qataris, bro, because we need them out of there as soon as possible. Literally, them Glazers. I remember Sir Jim hasn't got the thing on him. Big love for the setup, bro. Come on, my brother, man. New setup, broski. This is just one day and then we're going to switch it again. But yeah, man, we're trying things. We're trying to take this thing a bit more serious. We're getting new cameras, etc. So come on, my peoples. But yeah, man, with the Qatari stuff, we're going to get into all of that as well. Metric community, big up yourself. Man United, appreciate you. These reporters can't do news without United. Look how silent they are on the losing streak. Liverpool have been on. Yeah, exactly. Guys, sports is still talking about us every day. And now I'm going to do more videos. Like I said, I was waiting for the camera. I've got the camera now. We're going to do more videos, breaking stuff down. The media, how they're onto Man United, etc. We're going to get into all of that. We're not letting a thing go past. Don't worry. Amorim has 3 years, but he has to back it up with the food results. Otherwise, he'll be gone before he knows. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. The 3 years don't mean nothing, bro. That 3 years doesn't mean anything. It's just saying it. But he knows, bro. If you don't string along a few wins and two, he's missing, bro. He knows that. No one has to tell him that. He already knows. If new owners come, they would want their own manager because Amorim isn't performing. Yeah, exactly. They probably want their own manager, and Ineos will be gone as well. They'll definitely get rid of Ineos because they're gonna say, bro, we're gonna bring in our own little formation. Why are we gonna keep you lot? We're gonna bring in our own team. What's up, Mex? Big up yourself in UFC, man. I hope you're straight over there. What do you think, Amorim? You want him to stay, bro? I'm not even. You see me? I'm calm. Like I don't do the Amorim now stuff and that. I ain't got to that stage where I'm like, oh, and all that. If it happens, it happens, etc. But I don't like. I've seen progression, but it's on and off too much. It's too inconsistent. And the last 2 games that we lost, that was the worst 2 games for me because it was like every game that we were losing before. Arsenal, we played okay. Burnley, we should have been 5-0 up, etc. On all these little things, we always had like something where we could say we could have done this. Fulham, we should have been 3-0 up by half time. Bruno missed a penalty, but then when we played Brentford and the performance was rubbish, even though we missed the penalty, we could have scored it. We could have got a red card. The performance was rubbish, and when we played City, it was rubbish. That's the only 2 that made me a bit like I don't care if he goes. Do you know what I mean? Apart from that, I've always been backing Amorim. Like let's just keep it going. It is what it is. Like. Give everyone time. I saw the performance was changing, etc. But them 2 games that we lost, Brentford and City, the performance was so bad that I was like, oh. But I'm happy now. We won Sunderland. I'm not trying to pre the manager now. You get me? We beat Sunderland. Hopefully these UAE, Qataris, wherever they are, mate, United, Arab, Emirates, they link up and come over to United. It's always going to be an open season for Amrin. Everyone's on a hunt for his head unless he shows us some improvement. Of course, we need to go out there, beat Liverpool, probably beat Brighton, and then boom. But what I know is it doesn't matter how much teams we beat, bro. People want Amrin's head so much that he can go on a 5-game winning streak, lose 1 game, and then everyone's going to say Amrin out anyway. It doesn't matter. So it's cool. It's madness. Would love for this to be true, but it's not. Nothing I've seen show this is happening. I'm not falling into that trap again. Boy, the only reason I'm reporting on it now, and I'm even putting it on the thumbnail, was because Chris Wheeler and the English media have got their hands on it now. If it was just like Alex Crook and all these other guys from Saudi and promoters and influencers, I wouldn't have said anything. Yesterday, this news was coming out. Before, people were talking about it. I didn't say anything. Now it's come out from the Chris Wheelers and that. I'm gonna get into all of it. We're all gonna see. Keep these lights coming, my peoples. Keep these messages coming, and you know we're gonna get through all of them. So yeah, boom. Now, so let me get it back into the. Let me get back into this. So basically, yeah, this is what I showed you. Look, that he's quite emotional. This is what Rob Dawson said, and this is the next game, and he says on Amrin being emotional. He's coming from the country where there's a lot of pressure on Portuguese managers to not show emotion and kind of this performative manner on the touchline. In England, we sometimes see that as a sign of weakness. There are managers in Portugal who get criticized for not showing enough emotion. So in Portugal, they've got to show loads of emotions. That's what they do, apparently. And they get criticized if they don't. So he's just acting off what they do, where he's come from, basically. So that's what it is, basically. That's the emotional stuff. That's what Rob Dawson's saying. I'll get into the next one, and he says, Eric Ten Hag, the players had to feel that he was quite, I don't know what that word is, I'm even going to try and say it with them. The feedback they United got was that Amrin was very good in terms of man management, you know. It wasn't kind of manager-payer relationships. It was a lot more kind of arm around the shoulder relationships. I think Ruben was a little bit surprised at the things he had to deal with last season. So I'm guessing that's got something to do with authority. Yeah, they call man. Authority. It's a something to do with authority where Amrin's come in, he's put his arm around him and said, yo, I've got you lot type of thing. You're with me. But Eric Ten Hag, you know, his man management was terrible. Everybody knows that his man management was terrible. You saw what he done. He went there for 3 games. Was it 2 or 3 games? And then they sacked him and said, yeah, we're getting rid of him. They couldn't even handle him over there at Bayer Leverkusen. They said, yeah. We're giving this guy 2 games maximum. We've seen what he's on. Just get rid of him. We're not even going to waste our time. So basically, Ruben is a bit better with his man management. He puts his arm around everyone. All of them are happy. The only ones that are not happy are the ones that are not playing. You haven't heard anyone have an argument with Ruben, apart from Garnacho, etc. He fell out with Rashford. We don't know the reason why. Even like Anthony and that, and even Rashford, it never came out that he hates Ruben or anything like that. It's always been like people that he wants to play and who's good for his system and who hasn't. That's all it's been. So yeah, man, Ruben, it's not the man management thing isn't that bad with him. Good evening. Big up yourself, Julius, man. I hope you're good. I personally don't want Sir Jim to go anywhere. The guy's passionate about investing and turning United around. Even with the Saudi investors in, Sir Jim is good. I think Ineos ain't doing bad when it's coming to trying to change little things, etc. But obviously, bro, like someone like Saudi and that, they will just come, get rid of all the debt, start investing in the women's team, they'll go mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's what people are looking at it. And people didn't want us to get Saudis and UAEs before. They were saying, no, I don't want to be owned by a state club. This is what everyone was saying. And then now they're complaining about Sir Jim. So no one's ever happy. 1 minute someone's saying something, I want it to, they're English owners, let's keep it English. Now people are not happy no more. So what is it? Which one is it? Like, what do we really want? Like, do we even know what we want? Do you know what I'm saying? Let's win the next few games until festive break. Those will be the season defined. There's a lot of games though. From obviously there's a November international break. Is it? Yeah, there's a November international break. I think there is, but I think there's a lot of games to go in that festive period, man. And remember, we got some of the guys going to AFCON as well, so it's going to be mad. So Eric Ten Hag was trying to move like a headmaster. Eric Ten Hag was crazy, bro. He was falling out with everyone, literally. These will just argue with people for fun. I remember Varane. How can you fall out with someone like Varane when he never fell out with anyone in his whole career? Crazy, bro. So I'll get into it. Make sure you like smashing these likes, my peoples, man. And then look, this is what he says about the investors. Don't rule anything out. Rob Dawson, ESPN. Don't rule anything out, he says. He's not sitting there and saying it's going to happen. He's not saying this, he's sitting there saying it's not going to happen. But he's saying, don't rule anything out. Why is he saying that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you look, got to remember the situation with the Glazers. The Glazers can sell the club without Sir Jim's knowledge. He doesn't even need to know. He signed some mad deal where where they can sell the club. Obviously, he's got some first refusal or something, but he ain't going to match the bid. Do you understand? Because Glazers want 5 million apparently. If Glazers go and get their 5 million, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is not turning around and giving them 5 million. He's not doing that, bro. That's not happening. That's why he came in the way he came in, where he's going to get his little stake. And then when he gets his little stake, he's going to get there. He's going to get there eventually, where you'll end up buying at the Glazers. But if these guys come in, these Arabs, and pay that 5-6 million to take over Man United, I reckon he's missing, bro. I reckon everything changes from there, literally. So yeah, that's what he's saying. Rob Dawson saying, don't rule out anything with these Arabs. Then we've got this. Listen. And then it goes on the overall feeling of the new signings. I think mostly it's been positive. One thing I would say is that I think there's an important distinction about where these players have all come from. Amrin, we are led to believe, pushed for some of these signings, not so much for others, but wanted to accept a player in that position because he knew he needed bodies. So he's basically trying to say we don't know if Amrin actually wanted Mbumo, for example, because we know that Amrin wanted Semenyo. We've not heard anything about Mbumo. Maybe he was a backup, and then that's what the data said. That's what Ineos pushed after. But yeah, Amrin, we know that he wanted Semenyo. Like they had dinner together, everything, and then they put up the price, Bournemouth, and that might have just killed that whole Semenyo thing. But who knows? Who cares anyway? They've come through the door. We're going to support them anyway, and they're good players, so it don't really matter. I prefer some of the money to be spent on a midfielder. I don't think you need Sesko, Cunha, and Bruno. That's just Rob Dawson's opinion. So that's nothing for us to take and say because we could have sat there and said we didn't need a striker. We could have kept Hojlund and Xerxes and Obi. Look at what Sesko's doing now. Everyone's loving Sesko. No one's turning around saying now, I would have preferred Gyökeres. Every single one of us wanted Gyökeres over Sesko. I did anyway. I didn't rate Sesko. He wasn't proven enough. He's come through now. I'm rating him. This guy, the ball just sticks to his feet. All of his headers, his hold-up play, he does what he needs to do, man. And he's young as well. He's got a lot of years to come. So big up the boy Sesko. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So we'll see, bro. We'll see what happens. But none of us is sitting here now and saying, obviously, of course, it would have been nice to get a midfielder, 100%. But I'm not. But who out of them three would you say you would rather have not got? People probably say Cunha right now because he hasn't done much. He's been injured. He hasn't scored, etc. But bro, Cunha's gonna come good. You watched him yesterday. I don't know if you lot watched him, but he played against Brazil. He created the most chances on the pitch. He gave Vinny Jr. an assist. Cunha's Cunha. Just let him as soon as they gel. People got to remember something as well. This is our front three. Even if Cunha don't play in this mount, our front three haven't played with each other. They're only playing with each other in training. Remember that, guys. So you need people to gel. You know what I'm trying to say? We need people to gel. You can't just come in, hit the ground running every game. Like, everyone just wants everyone to just move mad. Like, yeah, you don't need to be winning. Like, Amrin's got to win every game. Like, bro, come on, man. It's crazy. So, yeah, man, I do want us to get a midfielder. I do think we will get a midfielder in January. Fabrizio's already said that a few times. So we'll see if it comes true in the end. Let me get into the next news, and it goes, it would be very unfair, I think, for Sir Jim to look at it and go, we're going to sack you in October, international break, because your results aren't good enough. When Ruben could turn it around and go, well, if you want me to win right now, give me everything I need right now. It's not fair to say. He's part of what you need, but we need a winning team right now. So he's saying that the fact that you got him last November, you've made a few, obviously you've got a few subs and whatnot. You've got a few subs. What am I talking about? You've got a few signings, etc. But it's still not enough. We still ain't got a midfield. We've got one of the, like, it's kind of an old midfield, Bruno, Casemiro. You see the stats, Bruno's got the most progressive passes or something. He's got the most, I can't remember what stat it is, but he's done something from his position. But, bro, we still need a midfielder that's got a bit of speed on him. We're playing Casemiro. This guy, come on. He's going to, at the end of the season, he's going to leave for free. Clearly, we need an upgrade in that. If he gets everything he wants and it's still rubbish, he'll be the first one to hold his hands up and go, fair enough, I've not made it work, I quit. That's what Rob Dawson is saying about Amrin. He will quit. We know that he will quit. So they don't need to sack him. That they're saying, like, why are we going to sack him? Like, we're going to give him what he needs and think there's been progression from last season. As much as we can't see it, some of us, as much as we're not winning as much as we want to win, even though we're only 3 points off the top 5, there's been progression. And that's what they're looking at and that's what they're seeing, that there's been progression from last season. So how can we sack him? Bro, the season just started, but there's so much pressure that he has to win every game that it's just making it seem like, yeah, we're having a rubbish start to the season. Bro, we're 3 points off top 4. It's crazy. Xerxes and Mainu will speak to Manchester United before the January transfer window. If they don't get enough game time, if they left, Amrin would need to replace them, but it's very difficult to find replacements in the January transfer window. Everyone knows that. January, no one wants to lose no one. And I said this to everyone. I said, listen, when you look at people on loan right now, look at everyone that came from us on loan or whatever. We lost Rashford on loan. Hojlund's gone on loan, which is obligation. Sancho's gone on loan. Fernandes gone on loan. All 4 of them was not playing no games. They did not play. There was surplus to requirements, bomb squad, whatever you want to call it. They wasn't playing anymore. So if that's the situation, you're going to go on loan. But who the hell can we go and get that's going to replace them to go straight into the 11 that isn't playing at the moment? You don't really get players like that. We tried to get Gallagher on loan because he wasn't playing as much. And they said, nope, you want to come and get him, come and buy him off us. We don't want someone like Gallagher to buy. We just want him on loan to just have a body there that can run around. Who can we go and get that is quality that will come straight into the 11 unless we go and buy Believe or one of them straight away? And what's the price going to be in January? Is Brighton going to drop it as much because his form's not been that good, or is it still going to be around the same? So this is where we're at right now. So I don't think they go, because it's like, how can we replace them? You're giving us a headache trying to replace you now. If we let Xerxes and Mainu go on loan, the headache now is trying to replace you with the same caliber of people. Like, let's go and get another Xerxes, someone that's, do you know what I mean? But Xerxes only plays 70 minutes in all 8 games or something this season. 70 minutes is bad. So I don't blame him. I understand why he wants to think. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, it's a weird one. And Mainu as well. He's not really playing as much as well. And there's games where I think he should have played a few more games, to be honest with you. But it is where it is, man. This is what the manager's on. He's fighting for his life. And this is what happens. When you're fighting for your life, bro, you just play whatever players you believe in. That's going to get you out of that situation. And then he ends up going and say, every single Man United fan is still expecting Amrin to win every game, every time they turn up United, whether they play with a great team or a bad team or a team of kids, is expected to win every single game. That is not where this club is at. You need to have a very small, continuous steps forward. Exactly. Listen, mate, people sit here and say, oh, we're not thinking big. We're Man United. Brother, we've been rubbish for like 10 years, bro. People just want us to turn around and start winning everything and win the trophy this year and whatnot. Like, it just happens like that. Like, it don't happen like that. You're going to lose games still. You're going to have hiccups. You've got to find yourself. We're getting a team that's coming in and having to gel. Liverpool won the league. Look how long they've had Van Dijk, Salah, and all these guys for. Gakpo, Luis Diaz, the team that they won the league, they had that team. Jota, rest in peace. All these guys for a minute. Man City done the 4-peat with the same team. And then they changed it up and had the worst season ever. Come on, man. What are we doing here? So a lot of people got to get that in their mind. People always say, we're Man United, though. We're Manchester United, bro. Forget we're Manchester United. Yeah, we can still attract players in the transfer market, etc. But we're not the same team. No one is scared to come to Manchester United and play us now. We're not the same team. Give us baby steps, bro. We're going to lose some games, etc. We just need them to give 100% on the pitch every game. We lost to Arsenal in the first game of the season. No one was upset. He wasn't upset. We were sitting there saying, if we get Belieber, we're getting top 4 with this team. Look at the way we played. Because we played good. We gave 100%. We tried everything we could. We outshot them. We had everything. Possession, we was going mad. That's what we want to see from the players. If they give that every game, then we understand. All right, cool. We didn't get the W this time, no problem. Hopefully next time. But everyone just like, he has to win every single game. Or like, bro, we've got a forward line that don't even know each other, bro. None of them are from the same country. Sesko's come from the German league. And Bruno's come from Brentford. Cunha's just come from Wolves. 3 different teams that play different. Come. Mason Mount's in there. He's the only one that's kind of been here, but he don't know how to play with Sesko. He don't know how to play with Mbu. Like, give them time to gel, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I understand this, man. This is good that he said this, Rob Dawson. Because it's like a lot of people just get this thing confused, man. We're Man United. We're Manchester United, though, bro. Them days are over, bro. No one cares anymore, bro. People rock up at Old Trafford and they will give their score predictions and be like, we're going to beat them 2-0, 3-0. Do you think any Sunderland fan sat there and said, we're going to lose to Man United? Sunderland fans. You think they thought they was going to lose to us when we last played them? Come on, man. There's no way they thought that. I'm not getting sucked into the Saudi thing yet because last time I was blasting Arab money for days. Have we given Harry a new contract? No, he's closing in on a new contract. It's not done yet, but apparently he's closing in, so it should be soon. All the English rich enough to own Prem teams live in Saudi anyways. Yeah, true. English rich enough to own Prem. Yeah. I have Saudi family. They're related to the potential buyers. This guy's a madman. They've told me that they're doing all they can, but Glazers think they're slick. Played against Brazil. Yeah. Brazil played. No, we didn't play against Brazil. Cunha played for Brazil yesterday and he's created the most chances. He even assisted Vinny Jr. Cunha was on fire in the Brazilian game last night. Once the 3 attacking 3 Sands will gel will be a beast. That's what I'm saying, man. It takes time, man. When they buy United, they will sack Amrin as well and get Ten Hag back. Best manager. Allow it. We're going to be in for another midfielder next summer or even January. I'll take Stiller from Stuttgart. Still is cold. Still is definitely cold. Still is cold. I don't know about that. I'm a Newcastle fan. I don't expect to win every game, but I want to win every game. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That's what I'm saying. You don't expect to win every game, but you got to fight. That's what I'm on. If we go out there and fight and we lose a game, but we gave everything, I'll be cool. And that's how I feel like our fan base was when we lost to Arsenal. I didn't see anyone walking off complaining. You was upset a bit because it's Arsenal, but you didn't really. We tried and they played well. We clapped them. I was there at Old Trafford when we played Arsenal and we clapped. We clapped them off. We're like, yeah, they gave everything. And after our pre-season, when we smashed in Bournemouth 4-1, we moved to West Ham, was doing good in pre-season. That was like, yeah, this is going to be the season. So come on, man, let these guys gel, man, and then we'll see what happens, man. Just need official news, no rumours or trendings. Man United getting a new owner. Belieber will come in January. Are United still interested in Belieber anymore? Apparently we are, but I think it's going to be a thing down to the price now. Before it was like, we'll go there and pay the 100 million, whatever it is. Now it's like, bro, we're not paying no 100 million for it. You've gone mad. You understand? And I've seen a few people saying that it's a red flag, the way Belieber's form is. I don't know. I think we'll still go for him, but I think we'll have to basically get it for a bit cheaper, man. 100 million for Belieber is mad. Andrew will be fired and Eric Ten Hag to fill. That would be funny still. That would be hilarious if Eric Ten Hag came back. So yeah, let me get into the rest of the news from Rob Dawson and then I'll show you the other stuff. He goes on to say, on Kobe leaving in the summer, if Amrin is still at the club, I can see that. You can see Kobe leaving if Amrin is still at the club in the summer. And stuff like this is what people don't want to see. People don't want to talk about this. Do you understand? Kobe Manu, like, baller. But obviously, it's the mad one, isn't it? This whole Kobe stuff is crazy. Like I said, I understand Amrin is fighting for his life. When a manager's fighting for their life, they do mad stuff. They do whatever they can. Eric Ten Hag was bringing McTominay off the bench. He was scoring winners, getting us back in games, etc. And then he started starting him. He was fighting for his life, where he's just starting him now. He tried to sell McTominay and Maguire, then started starting both of them. So I understand it. So Kobe, he's not. He said he rates him more than people think, but he don't play him because he's just looking at every game. They're putting so much pressure on Amrin. He has to win every game. I don't see him leaving in January. So you don't see Kobe leaving in January. But if Amrin's still in the summer and he's still not getting on games, he might see him leaving in the summer. But that might not even be permanent. That could still be a loan the summer. That could still be a loan. But remember, Kobe more or less wants to leave because of the World Cup. In the summer, it will be irrelevant. Remember that, guys. So in the summer, it won't really matter no more. So yeah, we'll see. So okay. So remember, Ben Jacobs said that this Turkey Al-Lashish guy sometimes does make himself look silly because he says some funny stuff. And he said that Mo Salah, he put a picture of Mo Salah in an Al Hilal kit, and then 2 weeks later, Mo Salah signed for Liverpool. But Rob Dawson saying Turkey Al-Sheikh is not in the habit of making himself look silly. Remember, Turkey Al-Sheikh's, he's the guy that brought the news. And then obviously there's more people that's come out and spoke about it now. Ben Jacobs, etc. So there's obviously something to it now. So the Turkey Al-Sheikh isn't talking rubbish. And Ben Jacobs was saying the 1-2 things that he felt like he was, but clearly he isn't. So yeah, man, that's the stuff that Rob Dawson's come out with. Obviously, there's way more news, which I'm going to show you in a second. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff to take in, man. It's good to see like Amrin. He's basically the players are still with him, etc. He's backed by the players. He's not falling out with them. They rate him over there, etc. Because, bro, any manager that we have, it's good to see that they're still, you know what I'm saying? When you start hearing that the manager has lost the whole thing, that's when it's a myth. So, cool. Let me get into it now. Let me show you, lot. So, what's this now? This Turkey Al-Sheikh, she came out literally 23 hours ago, and this is what he said. He said, listen, my yesterday's post about Man United's potential sale meant one thing. The club is in an advanced negotiation phase with a new investor. Just to clarify, I am not the investor, nor are they from my nation. I'm posting this as a fan who wishes the deal to happen, though it might not necessarily happen. So people are thinking, raw, is he backtracking? He said all of this. Now it's getting like a lot more traction. We can't hear from him now. Is this guy backtracking or what? And then this came out. More stuff started coming out. Alex Crook come out of nowhere with Ben Jacobs, guys. The reliable Ben Jacobs. Remember that. This is what he came out and said. He came out and said the Glazer family still value Manchester United in excess of $5 billion amid rumours of a potential Middle Eastern takeover. United sources are in the dark over the claims, although when any interested parties can negotiate directly with the club's despised owners. So the Glazers could be in America now talking to someone saying, yeah, you know what? Come buy my share, etc. I want $5 billion. It's yours. Sir Jim Ineos don't have to know. They don't have to know. There's nothing to them. There's nothing in them. They ain't got that. They got 22%. They're a little fish in a big pond. They don't have to know. The group Alex just referred to is believed to be UAE based, and several United legends have been approached about potentially investing. Al-Sheikh himself has been looking to invest in a football club in England, though he has stressed he isn't in the race to buy United. So him personally, he's not in the race to buy United. It's not happening with him, etc. But remember, he said it, then he's kind of backtracked, and then Ben Jacobs has come out and said it. Alex Crook's come out and said it. So I'm thinking, oh, Ben Jacobs, more's coming out about it. And then we had this stuff about Fabrizio. He just came out and basically told us, even during this week, contact took place in a meeting with Harry Maguire's camp and Man United. Talks are ongoing between Man United and Harry Maguire about a new deal because the current contract of Harry Maguire expires in June 2026. So June 2026, Harry Maguire is a free man. We might give him a contract maybe for a year or two, but listen, he's got to drop his wage because he's on 190. You're going to be 33. We're not doing that no more. That's not the strategy. Drop your wage. You can chill. And they like him. He's a mentor. He's part of the leadership team. That's what's going on. So I think Maguire will stay out. Really, I wanted us to go and get a proper centre back, but maybe they go spend their money somewhere else for now, and then they deal with that next year, the year after or something. Who knows? Maybe they feel like the defence ain't too bad. So yeah, the option to extend was 1 year ago, so they've already activated the option. So this contract is expiring, and they need to find an agreement on a new contract. The numbers must be different. It can't be the same contract Harry Maguire had at United in recent years. If they can agree on numbers and financials on this contract, Harry Maguire has a very good chance to stay at Man United and sign a new contract at the club. If Harry Maguire decides to accept a different salary, his contract can be done soon. So he has to drop his salary. That's what he's saying. He cannot go. We're not going to give you 190, bro. You're 33. It's probably going to be a 2-year deal to see you out, retire, etc. Drop your salary probably to like a 120, 130. Because, bro, wherever he goes anyway, he's not going to get no 190 anyway. Because you're 33, bro. Even if you go to an Italian team, whatever, they'll probably give you 140 or something. Yeah, come, we'll hold you here for 3-4 years. But he ain't going to get nothing. So you might as well just drop it here, stay where you are, and just retire here, bro. You're a senior player. You're a mentor to a lot of these players. So, yeah, they don't mind keeping him true and keeping him around. So we'll see what happens with that one, man. You're a legend, my friend. I like how realistic you are on the platform. Yeah, like the Liverpool game and Arsenal game, we lost, but I wasn't bothered because we lost in the last 5 minutes both times. And in my opinion, we were the better team. I was upset against Arsenal. I blamed the players, not the system. I was wondering where my chin was. Thanks, bro. Hope it's all good. Kobe Mainoo is permanently leaving. Trust me, no game time. Why stick around? Players tend to flop. I know what you're saying. It's mad though, man. I don't want him to leave, bro, man. But it's like, bro, this is where people are putting more pressure on Amrin now because they're going to say, bro, this guy's not even playing him. We're going to end up leaving one of our best academy prospects for nothing because the guy don't want to play him. This is where the pressure comes on Amrin a bit more now. This is where they're onto him. Then he's just using the name to get publicity. The takeover thing is good. It has to be true. Well, Ben Jacobs come out and spoke about it. Ben Jacobs been reliable, mate. Ben Jacobs is talking about it. Alex Crook. So the Turkey guy, he's saying something. Then we've got this about Malacia, the last standing bomb squad member. Tyrell Malacia returning into training with the first team. He's not going to sign any new contract at Man United. And in any case, will leave the club for sure, 100% in 2026. So we got Casemiro, his contract's running out. Harry Maguire, his contract's running out. And then we got Malacia's contract running out. We got Sancho's contract running out. That's 4 players that are due to leave, but Harry Maguire looks like he's the only one that's surviving that. So Harry Maguire stays. Malacia, Casemiro, and Sancho all go for free. We're happy with that. So he survived the bomb squad, but he's gone. So this is some more news. This came out from Chris Wheeler. Chris Wheeler is reliable for United News. If you know, he works for the Daily Mail. That's what the DM stands for, is the name. And he comes out and says, Man United could be the subject of a fresh takeover bid following a sensational claim by Saudi sports supremo Turkey Al Sheikh. A consortium based in the UAE is understood to be considering making an offer to the Glazer family, who would demand in excess of $5 billion to sell the club. And I've already approached some ex-United players about coming on board as ambassadors. So we've already seen this same story by Alex Crook. They said the same thing, ex-United players. So everyone is saying it, bro. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Ex-United players is the same thing that keeps getting thrown around. Look at this. Several United legends. This is what Ben Jacobs said. Several United legends have already been approached about investing. Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook said that. And then we got Chris Wheeler saying the same thing. Already approached some ex-United players about coming on board as ambassadors, but there has so far been no contact with United's majority owners, and the picture is very different to the one painted by Al Sheikh. So obviously Man United are not going to know if this is going on. They're not going to want to unsettle Sir Jim and that for no reason. Imagine that. Remember, if these guys come in and they buy the club off the Glazers, Sir Jim ain't got no legs to stand on. He might have to cut. So they can't tell them that. They're going to do what they need to do, get their money, and then they might say, bro, Jim, I'm sorry, mate. This is what's going on. I've sold the club now. You got to deal with them. They might turn around and say, Sir Jim, you can stay. But come on. Where's the possibility that's going to happen? So, mate, Chris Wheeler, Ben Jacobs, Al Sheikh, they've all come out and said the same thing. Fabrizio and Bruno Fernandes, he said, Bruno Fernandes, there's reports about Bruno Fernandes agreeing to go Saudi. I can guarantee that nothing has been agreed between Bruno and Saudi for 2026 from Saudi. They've wanted Bruno in the last 3 years. And this summer, so a long time. If any moment Bruno will decide to open the door to Saudi, they'll be ready to offer him a crazy salary to bring him to the Saudi Pro League. Bruno has decided nothing about Saudi. He has committed to 0 contracts with Saudi or anyone else. At the moment, I have to deny Bruno has already something. Do you know why he's come out and said this, guys? Do you not want to know why he's come out? Why Fabrizio Romano has come out and said this? Let me show you, lot. He's came out and said this because of this guy. This is why Fabrizio Romano's come out and said this. Let me show you that right now. This geezer has come out the other day and said this. The guy that broke the news about Belieber, Indicator, came out and said this. Look at this. Bruno sell agreed. Carlos Belieber and Elliot Anderson incoming. We have been told high-level secret Man United transfer plans. We understand that Bruno Fernandes will be sold to the Saudi Arabia League for 100 million in the summer. The deal was already agreed. Deal was already agreed between all parties, blah, blah, blah. So Fabrizio Romano seen that, and then he's come out and said, bro, it's gas. There's nothing happening with Bruno. Forget what people are telling you. It's rubbish. That's what's happened. So, yeah, that's the situation with Bruno, man. Indicator, you got to take this guy with a pinch of salt, man. He got the Belieber stuff right, and he gets a 1-2 things right, but he's not that reliable, mate. He's different. So, yeah, that's what happened with Bruno. And then, what else did he go on to say? We saw Hojlund yesterday. Look at this, guys. Hojlund's in mad form right now. 4 goals in 4 matches now. You leave Man United and you get some mad sprinkle, bro. It's crazy. He scored another 2 goals yesterday and he got 1 assist. 6 goals and assists in 5 games. Madness. This is Cunha and that starting, etc. And then we got this geezer. He's talking about, remember, he was involved before Sir Jim and I got their little stake involved. This geezer was involved. And he was talking about everyone should chip in or something. Let's all make a GoFundMe type of thing. All chip in, all the fans, some madness. But this is what he said. Entrepreneur Thomas Ziliakos claims he is planning to approach investors in a bid to purchase Manchester United. He's also stated he will be interested in working with co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and other backers. Ziliakos led one of many parties that submitted bids for the club in 2023 when the Glazer family announced they'll be open to either a full or partial sale of United. But his fan-led approach came too late in the day, and Ratcliffe's Ineos purchased a nearly 30% stake while seizing control of footballing operations. So this guy done the fan-led thing where he's asking the whole fans to help the guy basically buy United. Bro, why are we going to help you buy it and you make all the decisions? We don't know you, brother. Do you understand? We could just do that ourselves as fans. We could all say, you know what? There's 1 billion of us, or whatever, 10, however much United fans there is around the world. Let's just put our money in and all put in £5 each and buy the club ourselves or something, or £10 each. We can do it ourselves, bro. We don't know this geezer, and you're asking the fans for your money. We don't know you, bro. But this is the guy that's came out. Apparently now he's trying to buy the club, or he's trying to be involved again. But I don't know this geezer. I don't even believe that one there's true. Casemiro got an assist yesterday as well with a Brazilian thing. Arsenal have been fined because of our game when we played them Sunday, the 12th of January. Remember, this is for the FA Cup when we beat them. And it basically says the Professional Game Board has sanctioned Arsenal FC for breaching the 2024-25 FA Cup Rule 192 in its 3rd round tie against Man United on Sunday, the 12th of January, 2025. The PGB concluded that Arsenal had failed to comply with the 2024-25 FA Cup rule, imposed a suspended £500,000 fine. The fine is suspended. I don't even know what it's for, bro. What is it for that it's able to comply with its requirements? It's not even saying what it's for. I don't even know. They don't even say what it's for. They're just saying the rule. But what does the rule mean? Someone break that down, please. So yeah, that's that anyway. Amad Diallo was a substitute for the Ivory Coast game. This is Aiden Heaven and that's doing what they're doing. Ruben Amorim basically told these players he doesn't want no more heart attacks after overseeing a steady 2-0 victory over Sunderland. Do you understand? And basically what he's saying is what we've been doing a lot is we just cause madnesses for no reason a lot. So the second half, we were just calm. Yeah, we dropped off a bit with the pressing. We didn't go too mad. He said, that's professional. All this, we're just basketball, football, etc. Like, he doesn't want all of that. So, and he said that while the fans want more drama, he believes the roller coaster nature of United's season so far is contributing to their problems. as it is leaving the players mentally drained. So no more drama. He just wants some professional. We're winning 2-0. We go in at halftime. Bro, just control the game. Take your time. There's no rush. We don't want you bombing the ball, Casemiro, ball across. Forget all that. Get the ball, pass to the closest guy, and then we make the runs when we need to make the runs. Lamens, we don't need to play at the back. Just boot it to Sesko, and then we go from there. We start from the middle of the pitch. That's what he's basically trying to say. That's what he's explaining. Professional performance. So that's that. Amrin told the player that you don't want no drama. Blah. That's the same thing I just basically told you lot. The wait is come. This is coming up. Is this the new stadium or the Stretford End? The wait for comfort is finally over as normal fans are benefiting from the club decision to relocate 850 executive seats at 3,000 a season out of the Stretford End. One fan told The Sun, I went to get a pint as normal and saw a set of double doors open. I looked in and it was like seeing Narnia. A nice looking bar where you could actually get served before the start of the second half and some seats to perch on. It must be the first time in recent history that normal fans have benefited over the needs of corporate day trippers. So they're going to, I think I'm hearing that they're going to get some more seats or something where a lot of people can stand, because the Stretford End, everyone stands anyway. Yeah, look, that's the Stretford End there. No one sits down. Everybody stands. It's like being away. Like away games, you stand the whole time. You never sit down. That's how the Stretford End is. They're just sorting it out, etc., and just patterning it a bit more. That's all it is, really. Casemiro, they've got a little comp for him. If you want to go watch it, go to United. Joshua, Cunha as well. He created the most chances, like I said. Sit back and relax. Pogba. This is just a few comps. People are just getting into the comps, etc. Yeah, man. So it's going bananas. That's Fabrizio Romano. Speculation over a possible bid for Manchester United adds 115 million in the club's market capitalization value as the share price rises over 4%. So the share price is rising because people think that it's going to get bought by someone soon. It's just, this is the stuff that happens. It goes bananas. Let me get a few of these and I'll get into the rest of the news. Wonder where he is. Kobe Mainly will leave. Kobe can do everything Ugarte can do 2 times better. I don't understand this. I think Ugarte just gives us energy and he can just tackle. That's all it is. So he just needs some games. He throws him in energy, tackle. That's it. It's just energetic. It's intensity. That's what he says. I'm saying that Sergeant will be scared after the buyer coming in and he will want reassurance the Glazers want to sell. Yeah, of course he'll be scared. That's why Man United don't need nothing about it. You know what I mean? Man United don't know nothing about it because Glazers can do what they want. It's their club. And they might look at it and say, bruv, we can't, 6 billion. We might as well take it now and run. Do you understand? Someone can come in right now and clear the whole debt. Who knows, man? Clear the debt, pattern up everything. We wanted Sesko, then we didn't go for him. They ended up going for him. Maybe it's just the same thing. Bruno will be there for United's Halloween party, mate. It's funny how Indicator comes out and pressed himself so reliable by saying high-level secret. That's crazy. And he didn't even spell it properly as well. He said secret and spelled it wrong. High-level secret, that means closed doors. The man always acts the club. How are you getting all this news and acting the club? That doesn't even make no sense. You understand? Like, you're letting it be known by your source. Like, it doesn't even make no sense. Come on, mate, we're playing Portugal. Boy, Ireland are in trouble, then, isn't it? It's crazy. So, yeah, man, that's what's come out. That's Malacia working out. He's out here training. He's even going to get a game time. Who knows? But he's keeping himself fit. So we'll see what happens with Malacia, man. But bro, this news about this takeover, that's Kobe out here working as well. He's working. Everyone's working, man. Everyone's trying to get to it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? With Maxi Oyedele shirt. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And obviously, Michael Owen come out and said a few quotes. And this is what he said. He said the latest one is because they're playing a back 3. If I'm not wrong, I watched Eric Ten Hag about a year ago playing a back 4, and it was some of the most awful football I've ever seen from a Man United team. I said this. That's why when you lot say, let's go for 4-3-2-1, I say, which manager though? With what team? The people are kind of like, if we just change to a back 4, everything goes well. If Amrin just changes to a back 4, we start winning games. Bro, with what tactics, bro? Look at Ten Hag when he was playing with a back 4. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Some great teams over the years have played with a back 3. I'm not saying that's my favorite formation at all. And I'm not saying that Amrin is right to be steadfast and he believes in that formation. but I certainly don't think all of United's problems now are because they play with a back three. I don't think so either. And no one talks about the system when we lose. When United lose, we never talk about the system. We talk about the system when we win. They don't ask them no questions. You watch the press conferences, everything. Not one question about the system. It's just when we lose. Lamens has come out and said, moving to Man United was my dream since day zero. We have everything to win titles here. There's no excuses. A step up from Antwerp. When I came here for the first time, it was eye-opening. Big up the boy Antwerp, man. Big up the boy Lamens, sorry. I wanted him. Remember, people were saying Martinez, etc. I kept telling you that we need to get the boy Lamens, man. This geezer, he made the most saves in the world, etc. I believed in him. Obviously, I still was a bit skeptical whenever everyone's talking about Martinez and we needed someone proven, but he come true and he's delivering and he's showing what he's worth. So big up the boy Lamens, man. He could have came and just choked. He didn't. Do you understand? So that's thing that came out and said it. Chris Wheeler, and he's basically labelled the criticism of Ruben Amorim's system embarrassing. People that keep this in the system, it's embarrassing. And this is what Graham Bailey's come and he said, listen, I am told that Xerxes has had conversations with United and they are aware of his situation. He wants to go to the World Cup finals, but he won't be given the current status quo. That means a move, and that will be worked out before January. So it could be worked out before January, it might not. Who knows? We'll see what happens with Xerxes. But like I said, we're going to need some people to come in and replace these guys, and that's going to be crazy for us. The new Carrington is very nice. I think we have everything here to succeed, to help us our training, to get ready for games. There's no excuse. Everything's there. This is going to be our third kit. Man said it was giving Bulgaria vibes. Crazy. The colour of Man United next season's third kit. So I don't know how this is going to look good. I don't know how. How is it going to look like it's going to look good? It just looks like it's going to look bad. The colours don't look like they go, but who knows? White, green, and red is madness. And that's maroon. It's not even red like that. It's maroon. So, boy, we'll see. We'll see. That's a next season thing anyway. It's just been leaked. But, boy, we'll see what happens. But I can't see how that will be good. This is Cunha on his Instagram, and he said, I'm so happy going forward in a gigantic team. Hey, come on, Brazil. I'm proud of you. Are you enjoying it? Vinny Jr., A. The A's assist, obviously. So, yeah. That's what's going on, man. And obviously, he's bigging himself up. He's replying back to Casemiro. 2 assists. Yeah, it's madness, man. It's crazy. So that's the news, my peoples, man. That's what's going on. That's the lineup. Look at that. That's NUFC. There you go, brother. There's some news for you. Eddie Howe is the most powerful and influential individual. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate all of you that's been inside, man. Smash the likes, my peoples. If you haven't smashed it already, smash it on your way out, man. Yeah, for some positivity for your day. Love my peoples. Everyone have a great day.
Some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. But now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud.